The topic is seeing beauty in our life journey. And what I'm actually getting is like a vision or picture of, what really puts us in that position where we can actually see beauty in life. And I like to use my own life experiences, as an example, because as a student of life, we are learning about human consciousness and how it evolved through life experiences. I'm very much in a position where I'm aware there was a time, as much as I felt, this happy side of me, there was a time where I didn't feel it. Like there was a time where I was disconnected with it. So the happy side would be that innocent part of us as human being, that where we free from stresses, free from tragedies, free from wanting to intervene to life cause, because stresses of life are always there. Okay, we're not going to beat about the bush. Stresses of life are always going to be there. As long we are here, we are meant to experience these things. What makes the difference in our lives is the understanding and knowing of who we truly are, and the role we are playing in this human dance, in this life dance. What are we trying to say about that? Again, I've mentioned about the innocent part of ourselves. This is the state of mind where we are in a position of union, the way the brain with the mind comes together and serve in union. Okay, this is where we are perceiving life from a state of understanding, of clarity, of how each and everything is actually playing a part within the whole spectrum of being. So we are coming from a place of a higher state of seeing. We are coming from a higher self-consciousness. You can say this part of the brain that is, I don't know, the frontal brain or frontal something that actually is formed by experiencing or witnessing or holding space for both sides of the brain, for both sides of the consciousness, the side that is dark and light. So it comes as a result of actually these two having been seen and have emerged together and created this unified solid energy that works as one inside us. This is where we actually get the opportunity to experience life's beauty. Okay, because in this consciousness, in this state of mind, we now have all the information about how as human beings we are wired. We now have also clarity and understanding how each side of the brain works and how it impacts our lives. And furthermore, we also understand that each side of the brain is serving. So there's a value in each side of the brain. There is a meaning. It's serving a purpose. Regardless how it affects our lives, we do understand that there is a meaning itself. So these two have been seen. These two parts of the brain have been acknowledged, has been accepted. Hence, we have this state. There is no way we can come to this state of oneness where we have full clarity and understanding of things without first seeing these two sides. We need to see both our sides of being weak and being strong, or dark and light, good and bad. And we have to experience them. We have to testify that, you know what, there was a time I was a mean person. And I used to see things in this lens, and I used to feel limited. I used to feel hopeless. I used to feel weak. Somehow, as a person, you need to have that kind of experience in order for you to get to the other side of clarity where you feel limitless. Okay? There is no way you're going to go and feel like you are superior, or it's not even about superior, but where you feel because each side has its own opposite. Do you understand? There's dark, there's light, there's good, there's bad, there's weak, there's strength. Okay, so even in our own consciousness, in order for us to feel connected with life, we must first feel what it's like to be disconnected. Okay, so this whole dance of life, being witnessed from within ourselves, being seen and experienced, it leads us to this state of mind of unisex, of unity, of union of the minds. Okay, where we get the opportunity and the privilege to experience the beauty of life. Now, the beauty of life is not about, oh, how beautiful. No, we are in a space and state of mind where we have some sense of reverence now, okay, for life experiences, because we understand the in-depth information that actually plays a part in order for these things to happen. So we have a background information that backs us up and pulls up to the position where we are now understand, oh yeah, when you experience pain is pain, but also you must also understand it is an opportunity to see things differently. It's also to understand yourself, how you deal with pain, understand yourself, how you're wired, in what sort of beliefs you have towards pain. Do you understand? Now we see life as a school instead of seeing life as just literal place where we are just here and living just for, but now we see, going through life circumstances as experiences, as modules, as a transformation, as a platform of personal growth, where we are learning constantly about something beyond ourselves. You understand? And this is what makes life beautiful. Okay, this is what makes life beautiful, because in this state of sin we are in, it gives a certain aura that is fulfilling our soul to be in a position of a seer and a witness and experience of life, and also to understand that. Very, very important to understand, because what blocks us from coming to this state is the lack of understanding. Where we cannot experience the beauty of life is because we do not have the capacity at the time to understand life as a whole, and how each and everything is actually playing a part within the whole spectrum of being. So that alone, when we do not have that capacity in our own mindset, all we see is what we see with our naked eye, and we cannot go further or beyond than that, then definitely we're going to have some experiences that tends to block us from experiencing the sweetness and the beauty of life. Do you understand? The beauty of life requires us to die. Do you understand? It requires us to die to our own preferences and biases and the separateness and division that totally divide us from within our mind, that is created from these two sides, And as long as we're in the dark of this information, we're going to continue, because that means we have not yet reached that point in life where we are given, or where the laws and principles of the universe have come together to unify. Remember, when it comes to human consciousness, it is layered in different layers. There's different dimensions. So certain beings are in a certain dimension where they see things in a certain way, and renders them having life experience in a different way, which is okay and natural. So there are certain beings who are placed ahead of time to see things, advance in an advanced, more expanded, broader perspective, more clearer. They have the self-awareness. They are wired in that, not because they're special. They are not special. They are just born into that layer, dimension of sin. Do you understand? And these people, their soul have gone through from the lower dimension where some people are, where they cannot see. Hence, these people are able to read the energy of the other people who are yet not have encounter what it's like to be in this state where you can experience the beauty of life. Hence, we are all diverse and see things differently. Do you understand? So there isn't a right or wrong. It's the process, and each person has their own journey. Some people are here, some people are right there, some people are, in this whole journey. Which makes it what life's beautiful, when you are up there on top of the mountain and you can connect the dots and you can see meaning out of life as it is. You can see the pain, you can see the pleasure, you can see the dark, you can see the light. You can also see the value in them. Not because you want them to appear nice, but because you can understand the laws and the principles that cause them into existence. Do you understand? And that information comes as a result because you have been placed in that psychologically, mentally, you have been placed there. Do you understand? To see things in this way, which not everybody is going to see things the way you see them. And that is natural and normal. Okay, so seeing the beauty in life comes with time. One, it comes because the what do you call them, the laws and principles of the universe has come together. Do you know, when we talk about transitioning, certain transition happened to human consciousness. That's what is called evolution. You understand? Some people in human conscious evolution are further up. Some people are somewhere here. And that is the play of life. That is a dance of life. It's meant and wired in that way in human form. Human beings are meant to be in where they are and experience life the way they experience it according to the laws and principles that are active in them, in their mindset, in their belief system. Do you understand? So, goodness, I didn't know that's gonna come like this. Anyway, so talking about beauty of life, seeing beauty in our journey, it takes us to this position where now we are aware of ourselves. We are aware of the ups and downs that takes, in life. We understand where they come from. We understand that, they are meant to happen according to the laws. We are in a position where we're in unity, in harmony with life. We are neither for nor against anything. We are walking with life force. We're embracing life where it places us. Where we find ourselves, that's where life wants us to be. We're not resisting life. We're not at war with ourselves or with other people. We're not trying to create any scene or anything. Because the position we're in, it has required us to die in our own ego so that we have the ability to see things as they are instead of seeing things as we wish and desire them to be. Do you understand? So seeing beauty in life is a process. And once an individual gets that privilege to be in that position where they live in a human form and still be able to assess that energy, where they can see beauty in life, they can see beauty in what happens in their own lives, what they go through. They can still, as much as they see and experience life is like anybody else, but they still have this ability to turn what they go through into beauty through the access that they have on this state of seeing that has more information, insight, wisdom, clarity, that creates unification, that solidify energy, that alchemizes energies that are found within human consciousness to bring that equilibrium, that bring that balance from within those two minds, so that the person, the eventual state of seeing is coming from a solidified, a grounded energy to see things as they are, to embrace life, to see the beauty out of all. Hence, most people who tend to come from this state of seeing are filled with sense of gratitude, because it's a miraculous experience in a human form to experience such an experience. Not every day you meet someone who's grateful for their pain. Not every day you meet someone who's grateful for what they've gone through. Not every day you meet someone who appreciates life as it is. Not every day you meet people who are happy just to be, to exist, who will feel grateful for be given the gift of existence. So not every day you meet those people. In most cases, probably you don't meet such people. You meet people, the opposite people, and that is not right or wrong about it. But we're just saying, as we said, that it is a miracle. It's a miracle to experience that while you're in a human form, which is meant to, because we are wired and desire to experience greatness of life. We are wired to experience the sense of oneness. We are wired and designed to experience what it's like to be in harmony, without anything, without having to do anything in order to feel connected and grounded. We are desired and wired in that way. Anyway, this is my what I'm actually receiving now about living, coming from this state where you see beauty of life and how it comes about. I will leave it here. Love and light. Bye.